It's the second day of this year's Boao Forum for Asia. The guests are focusing on four specific topics during the four-day meeting, namely Globalization and the Belt and Road Initiative, an open Asia, innovation and reform. More than 60 seminars are planned altogether, but today's topics include, just to name a few, Asian economic integration, the future of transportation, the 21st Century Maritime Silk Road, and the Guangdong-Hong Kong-Macao Greater Bay Area. There will also be some CEO roundtables and television debates, and they'll look at a range of subjects such as multinational corporations in China, overseas investment and the Belt and Road, case studies and success stories. Well, let's get you more on that story now. I'm joined live from Boao by CGTN's Yang Cheng-Si. Hi there. What have been the key highlights of the forum so far?
Well, yesterday, the Boao Forum released three major reports on Asia and emerging economies. They showed that the momentum in overall growth, trade and industrial output and resilience in financial markets have been picking up among Asian economies. Many analysts are saying that it is the first time after 10 years of post-crisis stagnation that we're seeing almost across the board positive trends in Asia. However, the recent trade tensions between China and the United States is threatening to impact the region in a negative way in the future. Now today we have many sessions, as you said. Many of them are forward-looking. Participants talked about the future of transportation, whether self-driving cars are safe enough now. Other talks about the future of productions, whether robots and AI will cause mass unemployment as they might take over the assembly lines. Last but not least, participants are anticipating a keynote speech from the Chinese President Xi Jinping tomorrow morning.
You alluded just there to the current tariff tensions between China and the United States. What more can you tell us about that? How much attention will be given to these tariff tensions?
Right. Well, you know that the Boao Forum for Asia is the first major international conference held after the recent escalation of trade tensions between China and the USA. And people have been talking about it all day. In one session this morning about Asia's economic outlook, about half of the discussions have been on this issue. Economists and ex-officials have discussed their concerns about the proposed tariffs. Some say that the USA is not being fair in initiating the friction because China is just part of the Asian industrial supply chain. Targeting China will have a lot of spillover effects across the entire Asian region. Now, I have interviewed some others at the forum, and it is an overwhelming consensus that the situation is concerning. Participants at Boao are eager to listen into any new remarks from top Chinese leaders on trade tensions during the event. And most analysts say that China is not likely to show any sign of backing down from the fight.
This forum comes just after China's political season. How important are the decisions made in China last month likely to be during this summit?
Well, I can give you one example. During the just concluded two sessions in China, the national strategy of forming a Great Bay Area that covers Guangdong Province, Hong Kong and Macau had been written into the government work report. Now today, top officials from the three regions have joined in a session to talk about the future of this strategy, how they can utilize each other's advantage and find rooms to co-develop. Attendees here are also expecting an announcement on major policy measures. Previously, Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi said that President Xi will announce new economic policies that further China's reform and opening up. Many analysts are speculating that the news might be the announcement of building a free trade port in the southernmost Hainan province. Now, this would draw on the experience of the success in the Shanghai Free Trade Zone and it will provide greater market access for international trade and investment. Back to you.
Okay, thank you for that update. That was CGTN's Yang Cheng-Si there at the Boao Forum in Hainan province.